Calls to end injustice go unheeded. Divine rule and the laws of man discredited. The hall of justice besieged. Help, called for, prayed for, never arrives. Protest signs block my escape from the courthouse. Black Lives Matter, defund police, Antifa, white privilege, reparations, tax the rich, and burn America down. Pushing my way through the horde, I make it down the steps and onto the after-dark streets of Los Angeles. Above, flames flicker in the hills. Smoke and smog muffle the sounds of sirens blaring, horns honking, and people yelling. To avoid inhaling the fumes, my necktie covers my nose and mouth. On this sultry summer night, sweat drips. I seek shelter from the helter-skelter generated by my client's exoneration, and a barstool offers a retreat from a day of media sparring. The bartender sets a basket of chips.
Armani suit, flamboyant tie.
He forms his fingers into the shape of the devil horn hand sign.
Angelo Raguel's trademark.
Before responding, I flaunt my colorful silk necktie and adjust the loop, which affords me a moment of reflection. The media hates these ties.
Congratulations on the acquittal of your client.
Thanks. The TV above the mirror-encased liquor cabinet shows the news, and my interviews dominate the coverage. Gained weight. I say just loud enough for the barkeep to hear. The mixologist answers,
They say being on TV makes you look heavier.
With an upward nod of my head and pursed lips, I ask, have you ever heard of a drink called the Devil's Circus?
A favorite of a female patron.
My client testified he drank one before the incident.
I'll make it for you.
Observing my image in the reflecting glass prompts a quick touch-up. I pat my kinky hair and swab my mustache as thick lips part to check my teeth. My hazel eyes dull with this vain review. I turn and survey this upscale lounge full of lawyer sharks mingling with opportunistic sycophants. My attention focuses on the few other Afro-American attorneys circulating among the white patrons. One of them passes by. He states, Black Lives Matter. Yes. We knuckle bump. The bartender brings the drink. It is an icy cherry-colored margarita, with 2 red chili peppers cut and secured to the rim looking like devil horns. I remove the decoration to keep from spilling the full-to-the-brim cocktail and enjoy a sip. It appears nobody notices me on TV. Wrong. A woman approaches, nods up at the screen, and says,
Self-defense. Told everyone.
My legs open to allow the cutie passage. A whiff of skunk weed stimulates my sinus. She flops onto the adjacent seat, signals for refreshment, and projects a flash smile in my direction to communicate she expects I will cover the charge. My grin affirms the bargain.
We're friends,
She says while watching my celebrity client on the tube. An appropriate supportive nod confirms my understanding. She rotates to face me.
Intimate.
I raise my glass. She shakes her bosoms and suggests,
Maybe you and I could be friends?
A slight vibration of my head, a rise of eyebrows, and a lustful stare accompany my lips popping open. Maybe. We make eye contact, and I notice her pupils dilate and contract as though the light fluctuates. This triggers a memory of something my mother told me, a sign of demon possession. A powerful sensation of déjà vu prompts a feeling we have looked into each other's eyes in the past. My glance away breaks our visual connection, and a sip distracts me. An obese assistant district attorney approaches and calls out,
Mr. Raguel.
He squeezes between our stools.
You know why God can't find a good lawyer?
My eye roll and glance at him expresses my loss of words. Impatient for an answer, he replies,
Satan's got them all.
The DA laughs at his own joke.
Congrats on getting a cop killer freed.
The vixen's libation arrives, a devil's circus, and the man behind the counter stops to check on me. I say to him, Chica Bonita, referring to the hottie. Looking her over, he crosses himself and says,
Precaution.
Wiping the counter, he adds,
Protégé a tu familia.
Mi esposa te de las gracias. Another swallow allows me to deliberate my response to the joke, and I respond, no one wants to defend God's reasons for letting evil roam. The hottie sipping the cocktail purchased by me says,
Blaspheme.
and slips around the DA's bulky frame, her eyes stable. She leans forward, displaying her feminine lures. The fat man smirks.
Angelo would advocate for Satan just to prove God wrong.
Challenge accepted, spoken a bit louder than planned. I intend on standing in front of God and proclaiming Martin Luther King's statement, and justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The hussy exclaims,
Toast.
as the three of us clink glasses. Her smooth skin glistens as she undulates and chants, A licentious urge disgusts me, and a twist removes me from interaction with the couple and allows the glutton to entertain the floozy. No doubt she has slept with everybody here. A large gulp chills my throat and causes a brain freeze. The television shows demonstrators overturning police cars. My view changes from the TV set to the bar scene reflected in the mirror. An old gent at a table raises his glass as if joining our salutation. Odd, the man eluded my attention earlier. The senior gentleman sits alone in a booth, whereas moments before our salute, they all appeared filled. His eyes stare at me, appearing as blue sapphire gems embedded in sandstone-colored skin. He looks in his mid-70s, as opposed to my late 40s. A decanter of blood-red wine airs next to a half-filled glass.